also this day had a chance to talk with Laura Clark, who is another one of our technology integration coordinators, about the people who attended and how they got there and why they chose to come. So let's hear from Laura.
Okay. I think there were two groups that came. Some people who are already incorporating technology. I saw groups from schools that I've been in daily or weekly there for a while, building their knowledge, and I saw some people who didn't have any knowledge at all and maybe wanting to get started with some tech. So this was a good opportunity and a good format for both of them. The people that are experienced came to talk to other experienced people and go take things to the next level. And then the people who were here to learn something new have an opportunity to talk to more than just us and more other people in their schools and from other schools in different grade levels. So it was a good opportunity to have those collegial conversations about technology. We gave them the format and suggested maybe some ideas. They suggested ideas, but I've heard lots of other side conversations start. So we got to talk about our Clever. We got to talk about teams. We got to talk about things that aren't really on the board even, but also conversations that they got to have and learn something new from each other.
So how would you distinguish the EdCamp Unconference concept from traditional professional development?
I think both have their purposes. Traditional professional development is maybe specifically for one topic, whereas this is we have guidelines that it's within, but they can take it where they need it to go and make it more personal for what they need and not just be about the tech, but how can I use this tech in my classroom. That's what they're getting out of it, I think, a little bit more.
So you mentioned the collegial conversations that you did here.
I have about 5 schools that came, that represented in multiple grade levels came, so it was fun to see them come and ask each other questions now, asking in each other's schools. They asked each other about one question I heard was about OneNote. What do they use it for ELA? How do they use it for ELA? How do they use it for math? How are they using it with their parents? So it's a little bit past just the initial, how do I use this tech? It's now I need to fine tune it. What other things can I do with it? What other questions do I have about it? So that was fun.
In a typical situation, what opportunity did teachers from other schools have to speak to each other?
Very little time, really. I think they would love to be able to do that, to have those moments to just go to a different grade level even within their schools, but to actually talk to somebody from a different school gives you a completely different perspective. And it's summer still. They're not stressed with every day-to-day classroom routines. They have time to think and plan, and there's still a little time before school starts here. Maybe to get that all going and still email back and forth, and they'll have the day to spend to really build that knowledge.
All right, so we had, what do you say, about 50 people attended that day, or 80? How many was that?
Closer to about 80 people. So
oh, wow,
yeah,
wow.
It was really a nice group of folks, and it was a wonderful day, and we had so much wonderful collaboration, and people getting to hear from folks, like Laura said, that they wouldn't normally get to work with. So,
and even when you go to a normal professional development, you go in, you sit down, you receive the information, but this, they really got to share their knowledge across schools. Laura goes and works in a lot of different schools, and she even is fortunate if those teams get a chance to speak to each other, but let alone teams from different schools. And I think that's really powerful for teachers to realize, hey, I'm not alone. There's other people out here doing this.
That's that huge piece, and that's one of kind of the tenets of EdCamp. Their mission is to kind of build and support those communities of empowered educators. So, they recognize that they're not, especially with technology, you're not the only one doing it. And we still do have some situations where maybe only a handful of teachers are really comfortable really integrating technology to any degree in their classroom. So it's nice for them to see there's other people trying this too.